Well. The T20 World Cup 2021 has ended, but it has not ended very happily for the Pakistan cricket team fans. Firstly, Pakistan lost to Australia in the semi-final and was knocked out of the tournament. Then Australians went on to defeat New Zealand to become the world champions. But this was not the end of the story. Out of all the players that participated in the T20 World Cup, ICC named David Warner as the player of the tournament. Well, this news got rolling and it got people like Shoaib Akhtar, Harbhajan Singh and Waqar Yunus talking about David Warner. Why? Because David Warner was involved in hitting a controversial six off the bowling of Mohammad Hafeez in the semi-final that took place between Pakistan and Australia. Well, just a flashback, at a very crucial stage in the semi-final between Pakistan and Australia, Pakistani captain Babar Azam invited Mohammad Hafeez to come and bowl to David Warner. This was because Mohammad Hafeez enjoys a very healthy and effective bowling track record against left-handers. The first ball that Mohammad Hafeez comes to deliver actually pops out of his hand, maybe it slips out and it reaches David Warner on the second bounce. Well, David Warner, looking at the opportunity, jumped out of his crease and he hit the ball out of the park. Well, Justin Langer, the coach of the Australian cricket team, praised David Warner because whatever David Warner did was perfectly in line with the rules and regulations of International Cricket Council. But a lot of cricketers in the cricketing world are talking about the fact if what David Warner did was ethical. Was he supposed to do that? Well, my take on this is, well, when you talk about sports is just not about winning or losing. Winning and losing is a small part of the entire universe of sports. Sports are more about educating the upcoming generations about what's happening in the world. Why we should be alright when it comes to facing defeat. Why it is alright for a white man to sit alongside a black man. Why is it alright for people to, coexist and do not participate in any gender war? Well, the game of cricket, the game of football, they are about educating the young generations. It's about giving them strong messages of coexistence, equality, survival, coordination, and support. Well, David Warner being a role model for a lot of cricketers, not only in Australia but in all parts of the globe. I'll talk about Pakistan, a crazy cricketing nation. We all love David Warner. A lot of upcoming left-handed batsmen idealize David Warner to be their role model. We still love the way David Warner punches the air when he scores 100 or reaches a milestone. But now that we have seen David Warner taking advantage of a loose delivery, a delivery that could easily have been avoided on ethical grounds, we all know that we can take advantage of people who are at a disadvantage. Now we have learned from our role model that we can manipulate things. Well, a lot of cricketers who actually oppose each other on social media have started to form a cartel against David Warner, and they're actually not pleased with what David Warner did. I personally believe that whatever David Warner did was not the need of the hour. It was something avoidable. It was actually an instance where David Warner could have taught a lot of kids about patience, tolerance, forgiveness, open-mindedness, broad-mindedness. Well, instead of doing all this, David Warner decided against all odds to go after Mohammad Hafeez. Yes, he got 6 runs. He really got 6 runs, and those 6 runs did help his team a lot. But then again, it was not about only winning a game. It was not only about the championship. It was about the fans. What is the message that is being communicated? What is the thought process of the player who's a role model to a lot of people, to a lot of cricketers, to a lot of youngsters in the cricketing fraternity.